Once your treatment has been planned, your radiation therapy will begin. Your treatments will be given in a large room using a piece of equipment called a linear accelerator. This unit delivers the high-energy X-rays. Radiation will only be emitted from the machine when it is on. The radiation generated by this machine is carefully monitored by the certified medical physicist on a daily basis. The radiation therapist will position you on the treatment table. They will use the marks that were placed at the time of CT to line up your body with the lasers in the room.
The Indiana Department of Environmental Management oversees the vehicle inspection and maintenance program called Clean Air Car Check. The program is a requirement of the 1990 Federal Clean Air Act and is part of the plan to improve air quality by reducing harmful pollutants. Clean Air Car Check protects our environment by reducing pollution and therefore helps us all breathe easier. Not only are we in Northwest Indiana committed to cleaning the air by cleaning up harmful emissions from passenger vehicles, but our neighbors along Lake Michigan in Illinois and Wisconsin are as well. Gasoline-powered vehicles that are registered in Lake and Porter counties that are modeled year 1976 and newer are required to pass an emissions test and tampering inspection every 2 years.
In 2003, Books, Brushes, and Bands for Education, BBB for E, began its community music programs by initiating an all-city choir in Hammond, Indiana. Over the years, BBB for E has grown to become more regional, serving public, private, parochial, and homeschooled students in grades 3 through high school from 32 different schools in Northwest Indiana. Our vocal and instrumental program runs concurrent with the school year. Opportunity presented by the Hammond Port Authority, the Books, Brushes, and Bands for Education Vocal Ensemble was back at Wolf Lake, performing as guests with the legendary rock and roll band Foreigner as part of the City of Hammond's Summer Concert Series. The students who perform with Foreigner help with the sales of CDs and DVDs during the concert. The proceeds of these sales go to the Grammy Foundation, which donates money to schools throughout the United States to help keep music education alive, and also to help fund the groups who perform with Foreigner.
All right, it's your turn, everybody. Come on, I want to know. Sing it with a choir. I want you to show me. Come on. That's a beautiful sound. I want to feel. Come on. Oh, I can hear you. I know you can show me how. Can you do it twice as loud? I want to know.
In celebration of Highland's 100th year anniversary, the centennial in April, we decided that we would honor our Dutch heritage and plant tulips. We selected a Highland tulip bulb, fuchsia pink. We planted 24,000 tulip bulbs across town. They'll come up in April to help celebrate the month of our centennial.
Transportation improved with the coming of the railroads in the 1880s. In 1882, the surveyors for the Chicago and Atlantic Railroad were plotting out the route for the rails. When they reached this area from Chicago and climbed the ridge, it was the first high ground they had been on for miles. One of the surveyors, probably more out of frustration from trying to find a path through this swamp, wrote on the map the word Highlands with an exclamation point.
While visiting our facility, you may have the opportunity to see certain confidential procedures or proprietary information. Due to the sensitivity of this information, we request your cooperation in maintaining confidentiality. In addition, taking any still photographs or using audio or video recording devices is strictly prohibited. This includes the use of camera phones. If an emergency arises during your visit, such as a medical emergency, you may be asked to call for help. In an emergency, you may pick up any telephone in the plant and dial 7777. A security officer in the visitor center will answer the phone. Calmly explain the emergency to the officer and provide your location in the plant to the best of your ability. Members of the first responder team will respond to the situation.